Hey to YouTube, this is Flowers Byron here, and today I've picked up a new controller, so I thought I'd just do a quick review of it. It is the Razer Onza. It is a Xbox controller, obviously. Main specifics about it is it has a 15-foot wireless cable here, which as you can see, it's a bit long for my thing, so I've taped it up and made it a little bit shorter here. It's got it's got all the buttons. The joysticks here are adjustable. You just twist them like that, raise them up, put them down. It's got really quick buttons. The main difference is that it's got an extra bumper up here. On the back, you can just remap them by pressing that and the button you want it to be. So in the end, you get out. At the moment, I've got it set so I've got jump on this bumper here, and knife on this bumper here. In Australia, the price is about $80. I luckily got it for $52. Managed to con EB games and you get it real cheap. So that is the controller. It's just a pretty much standard controller apart from those couple of functions. I guess let's talk about the pros and cons really quickly. The pros obviously are it's a controller designed for tournament use, and obviously it's very quick on all the reaction times. All the buttons are rapid. Like the triggers here, you barely have to move it at all until it registers that you've pulled the trigger. So there's no time on you moving the trigger to you shooting. It's a wired controller obviously, so you've got no lag in terms of the wireless. The buttons are rapid response. They're different mechanism to the usual controller. They're rapid response as well, so you can pump that heaps of times. For other games, but it's COD, you actually need to use this stuff, maybe like Mortal Kombat, something like that. So in pretty much summary, it's a very rapid controller. The cons are these bumpers here, a little bit too close. So sometimes you will bump the second bumper when you're trying to bump the top bumper or stuff like that. So someone with obviously daintier fingers than I might have a better job of it. But I do bump the controllers a little bit. But those, you could really map those buttons to be the same bumpers anyway. If you weren't interested in jumping or knifing in with these bumpers, you could just map them to be the left bumpers and the right bumpers anyway, so it wouldn't matter which one you use. So overall, I think that it has some great benefits, like the joysticks, which is just like it would take advantage of those like control free things you can buy. Pretty much the same thing as that. It's got the extra bumper if you want to mod your control out a little bit, and it's got rapid response. And in the end, all the cons, which are stuff like mashing the button if you don't want to, or that's pretty much the only con to it. Those cons you don't have to have if you want. It can just be used as an Xbox controller. Obviously it's wired, not wireless. I find that as a pro anyway because I'm tired of buttons and all that stuff anyway. But obviously for people who just want to muck around with their Xbox, a wireless controller is a bit better because less wires, stuff like that. But for serious gamers, people who are playing Call of Duty a lot or any kind of shooter really, I think this is an excellent controller. I just thought I'd give a review of it because I'm really enjoying it. I've got this cool little thing where I've got A, and so obviously the jump button and the flash button there. Mash both those buttons, you get a cool little jump flash move going on there. In the end, I really love this controller. I've been playing with it for a couple of days now, and I don't see any negatives to it really. Like obviously there are some things that are a bit different to the regular controller, but you don't have to use them if you don't want to. I'm loving this controller. For only a little bit more expensive than the regular controller, I reckon go out and pick yourself up one. They're heaps of fun.
Get a thing because I want to actually try it out. I want to actually try it out.
Yeah.
Let's plug it in, and I do need to realize that you don't need to pull the trigger all the way back.
Yeah, it's as I said, it's very responsive. Yeah. It's barely moving at all.
Because when I fired my gun just then, I really jammed down on the trigger, and I didn't have to at all. It was kind of a waste. Fucking spy plane? Well, that was just horrible.
What is this?
No, I'm gonna shoot this shit down.
Thank you very much, guys. It's been PBR Gaming. Razer Onza controller. Pick it up.